Hello, this is Terrorontor, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 25th episode of Terrorontor Plays Minecraft. Yay! In today's episode, I am going to be making this an actual building instead of just a bunch of random furnace redstone thingies. It's gonna be pretty exciting, getting work done, adding another building to our city in progress. So I'm gonna need to start out by gathering some materials, and I have a general idea of how this is going to look, but not a definite one as of yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start by gathering those materials. Then it'll probably be sort of a trial and error process, but it'll be good stuff. I'm gonna start by just cooking up 4 stacks of cobblestone. Let's see. Each one of those will only take 4 coal. Yep, something like that. 8 coal. We're gonna need a way in. I'm going to be removing pretty much all of this dirt by the end. It's really just there to mark a place right now. So here we go. Finally, I will have a way of actually accessing the smart furnaces, and they are what I'll use to cook this stuff up. So, bam. Yep. Bam. Yep. Whoop, lag. Bam. Yep. Bam. Yep. And there we go. So, this will be a pretty just building oriented episode. Not sure we're gonna do much else, but I'm going to go gather those resources now. I'm gonna do that in time lapse, and once I've actually gathered all of the resources, I will join you again, so I'll see you soon. Hello there. So, I decided Hello there. So I decided to enchant an iron axe because why not? And check it out. This was a level 9 enchantment. I am playing in the snapshot 12W27A, so the enchanting system is considerably different from what it was. Yes, considerably different from what it was. Basically, at this point, the highest level enchantment you can give an item is level 30, and the maximum number of bookshelves you need to achieve that is 15. But wow, yeah, that is a fantastic enchantment. Look at that. Silk Touch, Efficiency 2, Unbreaking 2. And that was only 15 levels. I am very happy with that. Very happy with that indeed. So, I got a good number of, good amount of spruce wood, but I think I will be needing a little bit more. And I really just wanted to show you the cool axe because, you know, it's super cool. So I am going to go bone meal, a couple more saplings, grab a little bit more spruce wood. Not the planks, I actually need the wood right now. And hopefully by the time I'm done with that, all the stone will be finished cooking, and we can get back to business. So, I'm gonna go cut down some more trees, and I will see you again shortly. Hello there. So, here I am. I have tons of this spruce wood. I'm loving this axe. Look at that. It's hardly even damaged, and I just cut down like 15 trees maybe. Also, I realized that you get a ridiculous amount of experience from just cooking cobblestone. I mean, I cooked up 4 stacks of cobble, and when I took it all out of the furnaces, I'm pretty sure I gained roughly 10 or 11 levels. So that's just insane. Whoa. Either way, though, I am about to get to work on actually constructinating this whole thing, and it's going to be a process. I'm probably going to do it one little part at a time. I'm debating on whether to start with the inside or the outside. I think I'm probably going to start with the inside. Just get this whole floor area done. And what I'm kind of thinking right now is that I don't want this center floor part to be totally flat. I want it to have some texture, because everybody loves texture. Alright, I am going to be using an awful lot of cobblestone for the floor. This entire thing, this is just a temporary bridge so I can get in and out easily. I am going to be using lots of cobblestone for the floor. And I am debating also using some planks. I think I will. Like I said, I'm gonna stick, I mean, I said this way early on actually, but I'm going to try to stick to the main general color themes for, like, literally everything I do. So, gonna start working on this. What I'm generally sort of thinking at this point is pretty much having all of these edge bits just being cobblestone, you know, just doing this. And then probably also having these parts that are actually like in between the glass. That'll all be cobblestone. And then I'm kind of debating at this point whether or not to have, like, I want the floor to have dip in the middle. That'll be that sort of texture. So I'm debating whether to have it be like, you know, sort of like this, with cobblestone in the center and this nice little border, which is sort of like what we did on the roads out here. Or if I should do it vice versa. No, I'm thinking I'll do this, though, actually. So I'll build this completely, and we can see how it looks. So after I get this done, I will join you again. Yeah, so I'll work on this, and I'll see you in just a minute. Hello there. So, I've sort of gotten this center part done, but this is going to be pretty complicated to build overall, not gonna lie about that. Because each individual part, this is kind of my problem at this point, each individual part will be really, really simple, but it'll be making all of the parts mesh together. Because basically right now I'm dividing it into, we need an entrance, we need a facade, you know, just the general appearance of the outside of the building. We need, well, it's sort of this hallway, that'll be part of the entrance. And I'm thinking there'll be a hallway, and when you get to about here, it'll actually open on to the inside. And we need to have the floor, the walls, and the ceiling, which I do sort of divide into 3 separate parts. And I'm thinking these walls, the one on this side and the one on this side, will be somewhat difficult to make them look good because they're going to be large and flat, so we have to give them lots of texture. This will be a pretty complicated build, I guess. There'll also be the problems with lighting. I'm thinking we'll definitely just have lighting in the ceiling But because the ceiling is so far away from the floor, and that's what we need to make sure that monsters don't spawn, we're probably going to need quite a bit of lighting in the ceiling. So, I'm trying to think through all of this right now. I do sort of dislike that it's right on the road, but at the same time, I don't want to move everything back one. So we're going to have to work with what we have here. Right now, though, I'm kinda trying to figure this out. It is a little bit complicated, though. At this point, my thoughts are that we'll have our entrance, and we'll have this sort of thing running along the inside until we get to, darn it, I'll make this work. Okay. Okay, alright, there we go. So I'm thinking that it'll kind of be like this, but then when we actually get to the inside of the building, we'll have this type of ting. I can't just place them on the furnaces, because that's not how that works. But I think we'll have this kind of thing, separating each of these. And I don't know, this is going to be sort of a strange build, but I kind of want to have a cool alternating thing between this dark wood, which will be in between each of the furnaces, and then some sort of like stone brick thing. And I'm thinking that from the outside, the roof will look sort of like this one, right, where it's just this nice diagonal A-frame type roof. But since this roof will have to be so large, if we just make it like that the whole way through, it'll be really boring. So we need to find lots of different ways of adding textures to this building, and that's always one of the main problems with building really large things. So I am going to work on all of this. I don't know, it shouldn't take too super long. I'm not exactly sure how long it will take, but hopefully not too super long. So I'll kind of think through this, and I'll probably stop every once in a while to explain to you what is going through my mind while I work. Yeah, so I will continue working on this, and I will be joining you again shortly. Hello there. So, I am making progress, but none of this is really final yet. I'm gonna look at how it all looks meshed together, and I might change things in the end. But so far, it is going alrighty. Like I said, I wanted to use this cobblestone roof, and this is a great way of giving the cobblestone roof texture, so it's not just this one, like, flat wall of this type of thing, you know, just like that. I integrate it, like, as such. I don't really know how to say this, but basically, you make it so it can turn nicely, and it just gives it more depth, I guess. It makes it nicer to look at. Yeah, I definitely wish this was another block back from the road. I don't like it how it's pressed up right against it, but it'll be fine. And I also don't really like this, how this extends out a block over. But I'll let you see what that looks like if I don't do it that way. It's kind of a, I don't know, boring transition from this to this in that case. You know, it's too flat. So what I'm thinking is that I might take all of this out and then do some sort of thing up here where this bit actually ends up bulging out a little, so that I'm trying to explain this as best I can. I'm sorry if I'm not being clear, but we would take all of this and make it so that this bit actually sort of bulges out, and I don't know, does something like this or whatever, which doesn't look bad, but I just threw that together. And then we would have all of this type of stuff up here, so it doesn't just look like this roofing goes out way past the building. It's like the entire building actually goes out there. So yeah, actually I think I'll do something like this. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to talk you through what I have done so far, and you know, it needs a lot more work. I don't like how boring these walls are. These are really boring walls. They definitely need work. So I will get to that. Actually, I don't really know how much time I have left. I'm a pretty slow builder because, like I said, I do everything very trial and error style. And man, this is going to be a really tall building when it's done. But I'll do whatever I can to make it look interesting. And I think it's going to be cool to have such a large building kind of chilling out over here. So I'm going to do a little bit more work on this, and I'll check out how much time we have left. And I will be joining you again shortly, so see you soon. It happened again. Look at this guy. Dude, bro. Get out of my house. I don't want you here. Seriously. Man, can ghasts? Somebody in the comments, can ghasts come out of these as well? Because that would suck. I'm pretty sure ghasts actually need a 5x5 place to spawn, so I don't know, it seems like this isn't enough room, but man, if a ghast could appear like right over here or something from this, that would stink. I would not be pleased with that, not even a little, actually. Yeah, though, so this is the general idea of how the front of the building would look, and I definitely need to do something with these walls here, because they are boring. But that's the idea. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the inside now. But you know, yeah, that's generally what's happening, just that I would clue you in. I'm thinking that in order to sort of integrate these two pathways, I'll probably just do something like this. Not super exciting, but hey. What you gonna do? Alright, let's see. I'm thinking that the center will be elevated as such. And, well, I don't know, I'm debating how to do this. I have all these debates all the time. Don't know what to do here. Let's see, we could make it so that right here, actually, we could have these up. Yep. We could have these handy-dandy little half slabs. And then in order to make that a nice transition, just do something like this. I don't know. I go back and forth a whole lot when I'm building stuff like this. And then I don't know, maybe like right here, make this drop down. There's so many options, Yeah, that looks good. Let's try this for now, and you know, we can always change it later. That's the cool thing about this game. Nothing is ever set in stone. Okay. We can do this, and whoop. You know, this is going to be another problem I actually noticed with this particular little buildy thingy. We're going to have this little section of wall right here, and because that is not going to be an entrance, this building will not be totally symmetrical. I don't actually know what to do with this little piece of wall. Man. It's confusing. There are just so many options. So I'm going to do a little bit more work on this, and I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Just come in every once in a while and kind of clue you in on what's happening. But I'm going to go back into time-lapse now. Gonna do some more work. I'll see you again soon. Hello there. So, we just had a little skip, a skip forwards in what was happening. I always time-lapse past stuff, so it's unusual that we should skip footage, but I actually have a pretty good reason for this. And that's that it wasn't on purpose. I actually lost more footage. I think it has to do with my computer overheating. To me, the weather here is very pleasant, but I don't think my computer appreciates the heat the same way. Either way, though, you didn't miss much. I just started working on this, and I'm thinking this is what it's gonna look like on all four sides. It's kind of this cool alternating pattern, and it'll all come together. Basically, from the inside, you'll have a different ceiling than there will be a roof from the outside. Because looking up at this doesn't look good from the inside. So I decided to do something completely different, and this will be a very interesting building. I think it'll need lots more work. I have no idea how it's gonna look in the end. But like I said, my computer is having some issues. So I'm thinking that we're gonna be done for today. But hey, we made a considerable amount of progress on both the inside and the outside of this building here. It's nowhere near done. Definitely needs much more work, but I think I'm gonna save that for tomorrow just because my computer is having issues. I don't want to lose even more footage, so I'm gonna be done for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you'd like to see more videos like it, leave a subscribey thingy. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment or send me a message. Tune in next time to see me do some more work on our furnace building. Thank you very much for watching. Terrorontor is out.